Titan-class biosignature on the horizon. You are not on Zezura, Pioneer.
What the f is this piece of shit?
Welcome to Subnautica 2. Many years after the release of the original, we finally get a sequel to the greatest underwater survival game of all time. No, not you. You don't count. Go away. Subnautica 2 is the true successor of the original, featuring everything I loved about the first game and expanding on it. Beautiful graphics? Check. Open world exploration? Check. Scary noises coming from the dark? Double check. Today, I'll be playing through an undisclosed amount of the currently available story. In order to survive and beat the game, we'll be forced to adapt to numerous hostile environments and life forms. Not just by building new gears and pretty awesome underwater bases, but also by pulling off a prime Maharaga and adapting to our environment physically. Pretty cool, huh? If we're gonna have to survive this massive ocean planet, facing whatever ungodly horrors lie within with nothing but a hatchet and a fat 808, I think I need to make a few phone calls. Our run starts here, inside an Altera ship with a creepy Wheatley guy staring us down.
Oh god, you look good. Looking good, actually. Are you okay? Are you... Don't answer that. I'm absolutely sure you're fine.
I don't know who I am. I don't know where I am, but I do know that I'm suffocating to death. After a nice exposition dump, we get our first adaptation and head on to the rest of the ship, which, isn't looking very good. Well, at least it's just one room. Maybe the rest of the ship is... It's not looking good. Since living here is a little out of the question, we look for a way to escape.
A serious accident has occurred.
This escape pod should do quite nicely. We just can't launch it yet. So, we do some swimming around to the backside. Here we find some switches that allow us to open the escape pod bay. Why the switches to open it are outside the ship rather than inside is beyond me. Well, who cares? It's time to head on out. The ship AI tells me we're about to die, but I don't listen, because I'm not just any QI. I am Bob. And Bob is an expert pilot with numerous interplanetary journeys under his belt. For him, getting an escape pod out of the ocean won't even be Ow! Ow! As I was saying, getting an escape pod out of the ocean shouldn't be a challenge for him.
Obstructions detected.
The ship AI keeps trying to convince me that we're fucked, but actually, we're doing just fine. If by fine I mean falling 7,000 feet from the air. Oh fuck.
Look, man, we're not done here. I need you to stay on your feet, okay? Come on, Bob, let's go.
Titan-class biosignature on the horizon.
And now, the journey really begins. It's day one and it feels like opening Subnautica for the first time again. I don't know what I'm looking for, I don't know where to go, and I don't know what's gonna try and kill me.
Whoa, 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 hey!
Shortly after kidnapping a slug, I find this Noah who wants a battery to power his habitat. I guess we've got an objective now. Acquire a battery. Checking the fabricator, it requires copper and an... What the fuck is an acidic rayon pouch? Sounds simple enough. We start by getting the copper, which in this game can come in these big ores. Words cannot express how thankful I am that I no longer have to farm outcroppings like I did in Subnautica 1. Anyways, I find some titanium and a portable locker down here. I use the titanium to craft a hatchet and the locker for... Absolutely nothing. I also make sure to murder the slugs I've been collecting, as we can turn them into water. Armed with a hatchet, I go down and like the brainlet I am, I get the Ryan medical gel sack and not the acidic pouch. Intelligence. After getting the right ingredients, I finally build myself that battery and go back to the other Noah, where I'm still convinced that this thing is trying to kill me. With the battery inserted, Jesus Christ, what is all of this? Well, I hope what they're saying isn't very important, because I'm not listening to any of this. My next goal is to get the oxygen tank and the fins. Speed is key to survival, and also to not losing my mind. If my memory serves me right, the fins are gonna require something like silicon, which will of course be in the kelp forest. There is no kelp forest. There is no kelp forest in this game, and I wasted like an hour looking for it. After getting the scanner and scanning some scannables, my Noah tells me, and I head out into my first night on this planet. Armed with nothing but flares and sheer force of will, I managed to find an abandoned colonist outpost, which grants me a little extra inventory space. After a small encounter with the most annoying rat in the game, I keep looking for the non-existent kelp forest, which leads me to this giant crab in the second Wakemaker fragment. Unfortunately, a group of mangoes start circling me, so I throw a flare to distract them, which I didn't actually think would work. After unlocking my favorite thing in all of Subnautica, I try to fillet a nibbler and have a very unfriendly encounter with a hammerhead before unlocking the Wakemaker. You might be wondering, why didn't I get the adaptation from the angel comb here? Well, because it didn't have any yellow paint on it. The Wakemaker requires a fully functional fabricator to build, so I knew it was time to set up some kind of early game pipe base. With my new habitat builder in hand, I construct the classic setup of one pipe, one hatch, and some windows. For Feng Shui. After powering up that bad boy, I realized the Wakemaker requires a bunch of ingredients I do not know how to craft. So, we're back to exploring. In the process, I go back to the other Noah and find out that I could have picked up some perks that make me considerably faster about an hour ago. Whatever, I need me those damn fins and I needed them yesterday. So, back out into the world we go. After getting my cheeks nearly bit off and a slightly terrifying sequence of trying not to die while this guy really wants to eat me, I finally realize that maybe, just maybe, the kelp forest does not exist. So, I begin sampling literally everything I can see in the hopes that I find whatever turns into rubber. While taking a slipstream, I find a tadpole fragment. This will later be our main workhorse vehicle, primarily due to the fact that it's the only vehicle in the game, so it's good to find it early. It's only while I'm trying to take a sample of a literal rock boar that I find the cradle shoot root. This carries the legendary Lucifer rot sack. You know, the thing for rubber. The only thing I didn't think to pick up was the bright yellow glowing orb. Whatever, I finally have those stupid fins, marking the end of the rubber arc, I guess.
Caution. You have entered a viral bloom. All other microbial life in the seawater is dead.
So, about this mold. Subnautica 1 had the Cara bacteria. Subnautica 2 has this, the bloom, or as I call it, cockrot. Bloom is the main progression deterrent in this game, requiring a machine known as the JBL Party Box Club 120 to destroy it. The bloom, of course, stands in the way of getting into places, and thus, we had to go find the blueprints for a fat Bluetooth speaker. We start by crafting the Wakemaker. This bad boy lets us move considerably faster underwater, and with it, finding the sonic resonator chunks isn't even a challenge.
The Noetic Advisor has transmitted an alert.
Shut your fucking mouth! No problem, John. Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
The crafting recipe for this thing is by no means cheap, and most importantly, it requires titanium ingots. In this game, that requires a processor, not just a fabricator. While this isn't too big of a problem, we're gonna need a lot more space if we want to get a processor into our tiny tube house. So, it was time to expand our base. With the processor processing and the tadpole unlocked, the next step in the operation was clear. we needed to get ourselves a vehicle fabricator. While expensive, it was actually mostly comprised of basic materials I could farm around the safe shallows. I started by expanding the base slightly, as we'll need room for a moon pool before we can place down the vehicle fabricator. After unlocking the hydro turbines and an encounter with this guy, I realized my power production can hardly keep up with the demand as it is. As I'm out looking for resources to build the turbines, I find a bloom barrier blocking my way into a cave. Curious, I break in and find this, an infected juvenile angel ghoul. This moldy mess is what's standing between us and new adaptations. Besides my Neanderthal IQ, of course. Destroying these infection clusters is essential for progressing this story. So next time I see mold, I start blasting. After a few back and forth trips trying to get titanium, I finally figure out what these giant ores do. With my newfound titanium economy, I can also start building almost anything I want. The moon pool, the vehicle fabricator, a bioreactor, and even some lights to spice up the place. As I'm placing down my hydroelectric turbines, I find another bloom hotspot right next to the slipstream I was using for my turbines. While my PDA tries to tell me I need to clear another infection before I can fight this one, I'm busy trying not to have a heart attack while this thing is nearby. Anyways, remember that angel coom from the start of the game? Yeah, I remembered it too, and only now did I pick up the adaptation from it. After finishing the hydro turbine construction, I go back to base and really start working on the resources needed for the Tadpole. This thing is gonna be a major game changer, so I want to get it as soon as possible.
Okay.
After clearing out a minor bloom infestation, I return to the marrow breach infestation spot to find that the bloom cankers have opened. Clearing them out unlocks a new adaptation for me, heat tolerance. This does exactly what you think. It will also be very important soon, but not right now. As now, we've got bigger fish to fry, particularly tadpole-sized ones. After all the mindless grinding, we finally got ourselves the tadpole. With this bad boy, we could move around marginally faster, but we could go far deeper than ever before. In tandem with the heat adaptation, I could visit this little wreck which houses the Scout Ray chassis fragments. This is what's gonna let us move considerably faster in the future, so getting it is now our top priority. This bad boy is more expensive than the tadpole itself, but no amount of grinding could stop me, for I am truly unemployed. I had almost everything I needed to craft for the components of the Scout Ray chassis. I was only missing some lithium to make plasteel. As I was hiding from a quite frankly ridiculously sized marrow breach, I actually run into exactly what I was looking for. I return home with a lot of extra lithium and wait around a little bit for our plasteel to finish refining. And soon enough, we've got it. With this bad boy, traveling around the map is now almost trivial. With my effective exploration range greatly increased, I started unlocking considerable amounts of new gear by exploring new wrecks and finding new resources to use. And then I made a big mistake. On this day, I started a mission which gave me a waypoint called Alien Ruins. I didn't know what this could be, but I was intrigued regardless. The journey there was easy and revealed that these are, in fact, alien ruins. Just by looking at the surrounding area, I could tell this was going to be related to this story, and a nearby wreckage with still functioning equipment made it clear that this was a point of interest. Seeing this, I decided to establish a secondary base here. The nearby caves provided enough resources to quickly set up a basic workroom with a turbine for power. All in all, things were looking pretty good, so I went back to the main base to get some extra resources to finish setting up this base. That was when I realized how lucky I got on these first 2 trips.
I don't know what I'm doing! Ah! Shit!
I'm still alive! Oh my god, you see?
Having survived that, I think now would be a good time to stop playing for now.